This experiment was designed to evaluate the limits of an individual who has the fear of not being able to escape a room or situation. 4 different scenarios were built. Each treatment will invoke a certain amount of anxiety that is more intense than the previous one. The goal of this experiment is to take an individual with this specific fear and expose him or her to an environment that could trigger anxiety. Through exposure, the anxiety associated with this fear will decrease, ultimately reducing the severity of this phobia. Treatment 1 can be considered the control. The small room has an open door which gives the individual within the experiment the ability to escape whenever he or she pleases. Furniture has been added to create a sense of comfort. The room was made large enough for the individual to walk around, which prevents the sensation of feeling entrapped. Additionally, no ceiling was added in order to give the individual a sense of openness. Treatment 2 is the same as Treatment 1 with the exception of one change. The door is now closed, giving the individual the inability to escape through it. Furniture, walking room, and ceiling have been held constant for this treatment. Treatment 3 is a dramatic step up from Treatment 2. The doors remain closed, however, the size of the room has been greatly decreased and the furniture has been removed. The individual is not able to move around as freely as previous 2 rooms. A ceiling was added in order to increase the sense of being trapped within this small space. Treatment 4 is the most extreme of the 4 treatments, with very little chance of being able to escape. The individual is tied down to a chair in the virtual world and is held in a fixed position. Meanwhile, a figure with red eyes and a bloody razor is watching and preventing you from escaping. The virtual simulation created some anxiety within the later treatments. The first 2 rooms created no anxiety. Treatments 3 and 4 created the most anxiety of all treatments. Utilizing the first-person experience in VR for the final treatment was an effective means to elicit a response. However, the level of anxiety provoked was not large enough to quantify. The biggest limitation of the experiment was creating and experiencing each of the rooms. Further experimentation should be conducted with a non-biased individual in order to determine the extent of the response.